Hi everyone, welcome to my chaotic corner of the internet. So yesterday I decided to downsize my ears. I made a video where I took them out and stuff like that. Today's video is going to be me reflecting on that experience and speculating about what even happened to my poor stretched ears. I talked to a lot of people and I think I finally figured out what happened. As you know, probably, if you're watching this, yesterday I took out my 2-gauge tunnels because the right ear in particular kept getting really swollen, kept getting really irritated. I would just like wake up and it would just be annoyed with me. Like it happened when I was staying at a hotel, it happened when I was staying at a friend's house, it also happened if I hadn't washed my sheets in a while, so I just assumed it was an allergic reaction. But it was really painful when it happened. Like it was very swollen, and it happened with enough frequency that I started thinking about downsizing. But I didn't want to because I didn't want to lose my progress. But yesterday, when I did finally take out the tunnels, they stayed irritated. Not only that, but this one bled a lot. It bled during the daytime when I took it out. It bled at night even more. At night what happened is that I was messing with it and I like pulled a crystal out of it. I'm gonna be putting pictures in here. I apologize, they are a little bit bloody. If you want to skip past the part where I talk about blood, I will put a timestamp right here. Content warning for blood until this time. Okay, so my ear is bleeding. I pulled a little crystallized something off of it and now we have blood all over the place. It's a lot. It's like pouring down the side of my face. Not ideal. I didn't need to have a blood transfusion, like it didn't bleed that much, but it did bleed more than you would expect from a piercing that should by all accounts be healed. A piercing that I hadn't stretched up in like 5 months. I was speculating with my friends and I think I figured out what happened. First of all, and this is like the most important factor, I have lost interest in having stretched ears. I am neurodivergent, and part of what that means, I think I have ADHD or something. I'm not sure what exactly like branch of neurodivergent I get to qualify as. One way that manifests is that I have really obsessive interests and then I just drop them out of nowhere. I haven't really been as motivated to have stretched ears, to stretch up, or to take care of them. I really haven't had that same drive that I had in the beginning. Because in the beginning, I was like watching videos about it. I was really into it. And over the last year or so, I just haven't been into it. I think I've been in denial for a long time. And I also just didn't want to lose my progress. But looking back, I think it was actually because I lost interest that I wasn't taking as good care of them as I should have been. My like cleaning regimen was not as frequent as it should have been. I wasn't cleaning them enough. I wasn't moisturizing them enough, and I think that for that reason they got really dry, they got kind of cracked, and maybe I even gave myself a tear. Maybe one of the times I tried to stretch up to 1 gauge, I like gave myself a tear and I think that maybe that was where the blood crystal that I found yesterday came from. I think that was just kind of lodged in there, and every time I would take out my tunnel and put it back in, it would kind of just like keep everything in. It's also a drier season, although this did start like a few months ago, so I don't know if that's really a factor or not, but I think it's possible that maybe it was like a combination of factors. Like maybe I was having allergic reactions, and when I would have an allergic reaction it would swell and then it would hurt itself in its confusion. Maybe it swelled and like pressed too hard against the tunnel. I don't know. This is speculation. Obviously, because I no longer have the passion for it, I am going to allow my ears to downsize, even though I'm losing all my work, even though it looked really cool. I just kind of don't care anymore. Stretched ears are a commitment, and I don't think they're a commitment that I've been committed to for a while now, and I just had to admit it to myself. I already bought some titanium hoops. My plan is that once my ear stops being really annoyed, and if this goes on for any longer than a couple of days, I'm probably gonna go see a piercer about it, because like what the hell. My left ear has actually been more or less fine. It's just my right ear that I'm having all the problems with. I'm gonna keep cleaning them, I'm gonna keep like treating them as if they're a new piercing, and then once they're totally healthy, I'm going to stack some hoops in them. If you've had something similar happen, please leave me a comment, because I had such a hard time finding anyone who had had a similar experience. So I did want to share my story as a warning, like don't let this happen to you. Clean your ears. Thank you for watching this video, and once again, thank you if you have been with me on this ear stretching journey. Unfortunately, this is where it ends, for now at least. Maybe one day I'll just randomly have the inspiration again and do it again, but I don't know if or when that's gonna happen. So thank you, have a wonderful day. I will see you lovely humans next time. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you want to, but if not, that's fine.